Good day everyone. Welcome to On the Couch with Jessica. I'm Jessica from Growing Hearts, and today we're going to talk a little bit more about the super absorbent core, and I'd like to demonstrate exactly how absorbent our nappies are. So what I've got over here is a size 6 nappy. I've just sort of put pegs on to get all the frilly bits out the way, but instead of pouring water into the nappy, I'm going to pour water. I've got 500 ml here into a Pyrex dish, because that's what moms have in the house. 500 ml. I'm going to pop that in there and let it work its magic. So initially the nappies are quite thin, but by the time they're done, they are quite full. And the reason for that is because the nappies contain super absorbent polymers. That's what makes these nappies so effective. So you might ask, what is a super absorbent polymer? So it's a molecule that gets used. It has many uses, but the most frequent uses are in agriculture. So they work the super absorbent polymers into the ground, as I understand it, that it absorbs moisture in times of when it rains, and slowly releases it to the plants again, when in the drier times. And then when it rains again, they reabsorb moisture. So with its not being toxic and its water retention abilities, it works well in agriculture. They also are found in sanitary pads, and then in baby diapers. And what makes them so effective is that they can retain 50 to 300 times their weight in water, and they retain more water the cleaner, purer the water is, if I can put it that way. So the more salt content in the water, the less they retain, but that is still a significant amount of fluid that these little guys can retain. So when I think of a super absorbent polymer, the first thing that pops to mind, other than nappies, is love bubbles. So I'm sure many of you guys know what the love bubbles are. They are often used in flower arrangements, and I put 2 of these little packets, they're teeny tiny, in this vase, and this is what happened. I'm so glad I didn't put the 3rd packet in. Can you imagine? I'd have woken up to a house full of love bubbles. And what's also fantastic about them is when they've retained the water, it sort of becomes part of the molecule. So even if I'm exerting pressure on it, it might shoot across the room, but it's not going to release the moisture. And so why that works so well in baby diapers is because even if baby's bouncing on the nappy surface, or sitting for a prolonged period of time, or lying on a wet full nappy, that moisture doesn't seep back to the surface and come in contact with baby's skin. And so it keeps the top layer of the nappy dry. As we speak, this dish is now empty. The nappy's absorbed all the moisture. I'm just going to pop it there. Yeah, so, and as I said, it keeps the top surface of the nappy dry, so that even if baby's in contact with the nappy, it doesn't cause prolonged exposure to wetness. You don't want that, because prolonged exposure to moisture causes maceration of the skin, so like granny skin, and where the skin breaks down, that's when you can get nappy rash and secondary infections. Let me put that love bubble back, and then also just to demonstrate how effective the absorption of the nappies are, I just want to press on there, put a significant amount of pressure, and the surface is dry. And that's what makes super absorbent polymers so fantastic. What I also love about the High Baby Premium nappies is that the super absorbent polymers are integrated into a mesh inside the nappy. And so even if baby's pressing here, or running around, or exerting pressure here and there, the super absorbent polymers and the mesh keep everything in place, so you don't get clumpy nappies, and as baby's moving around and playing. So with an active little toddler, or baby moving around and crawling, that's what you want in a nappy. The wetness indicator has changed color, And yeah, I am just so in love with these nappies. I hope that was a bit more informative, that you have a better understanding of super absorbent polymers and why our nappies are so super absorbent, protecting your baby, giving you dry nights and a good night's sleep. Until next time, thank you.